Everybody, and welcome back to Movie Files. Elliot here with a brand new Hulu review for the new film Little Monsters, which premiered on Hulu today on Friday, and I'm here to share with you all my thoughts of the film. This was something that I saw a couple weeks ago as far as a trailer, something that piqued my interest, but really the biggest thing that led me to this film was watching Lupita Nyong'o in this film, so I'm here to share with you all my thoughts on it. So let's jump to this review. So quick synopsis of this film. A washed-up musician teams up with a teacher and a kids show personality to protect the young children from a sudden outbreak of zombies. Now again, I saw the trailer a couple weeks ago and it was something that I thought was like, okay, this could be funny, cute, you know, kind of a Shaun of the Dead meets Walking Dead type situation. And it has Lupita Nyong'o and Josh Gad, some, you know, two actors I'm really fond of, especially Lupita. So I wanted to give it a shot, and you know, I'll start off with the positives. Lupita Nyong'o and Josh Gad are the best parts of the film, and the gentleman too, Alexander England, I believe his name is. I'm not familiar with his work, but as the film progressed, I kind of got used to his character and thought he was charming by the end of the film. But definitely, like I said, without Lupita Nyong'o and Josh Gad, this film would have definitely been something I would have maybe cut off within the first 10 to 15 minutes. But, you know, it was their personalities there. You know, Lupita Nyong'o is playing this teacher that's watching over the kids during this outbreak. And she's just so upbeat and just so charming and just so, you know, magnetic on the screen. And literally, what can Lupita not do? She can act, she can sing in this film, she can dance probably. I mean, she's a phenomenal talent, and she really kind of shows a different side of her that I've never really seen on the big screen. You know, I've seen her in the serious films, 12 Years a Slave, seeing her in Us, you know, seeing her in Kick-Ass and, you know, Black Panther. So this is my first time seeing her really kind of show her comedic chops and having a fun time with the role. So I appreciate that. And Josh Gad, you know, I'm used to seeing Josh Gad in this light, not in this kind of, it's some, even though there's kids in this movie, there's definitely some vulgar language and some over-the-top type of very, you know, inappropriate jokes being made, especially by Josh Gad character who's playing like this child personality who they love, but then when stuff hits the fan, he kind of turns on the kids and has a, you know, really interesting background and story. So it was cool kind of seeing him. It was definitely an over the top character Josh Gad was playing, but I think it was, you know, what was called upon in his role. So they were definitely the highlights. And again, the gentleman Alexander England, who was I'm missing his name right now, but he was the mostly the lead of the film. He went on this, you know, this child's trip to the zoo with Lupita and the kids, and his nephew was in the crew. So, you know, by the end of the film, I came along to his character. But, you know, jumping into before I jump into the negatives, the zombie effects were pretty practical and pretty cool, and there was some funny moments here and throughout the film. But jumping to the negatives without, you know, spending 10 minutes on it, it just wasn't for me. That's what you know, at the end of the day, when I finished the film, you know, there were some funny moments. Again, I love Lupita Nyong'o and I like Josh Gad, and they were fun and all, but even their amazing talent really didn't impress me enough to really like this film. Not all the jokes landed. It was very dry humor a lot of times. Literally the first 20 minutes of the film, it was like a kind of a rom-com with the main lead, Alexander England. That's really when I wasn't liking the character, because I'm just like, he is just, it was a montage of arguments, and just I wasn't really feeling the film within the first 20 minutes. But once Lupita and Josh Gad hit the screen, and once we get the scenario, that's when I started to come along to it. But by the end of the film, it was still just like the jokes really didn't land. It was very over the top at times, and just again, it just wasn't for me at the end of the day. But you know, I can go on and on and on about the dialogue, the script, the story. We've seen some of this before. Yes, it was an interesting idea to have these kids go into this farm where there's a zombie apocalypse, and you have Lupita Nyong'o and Josh Gad, but even that interesting spin and prospect of, you know, what we could have gotten from this film, even though I expected it to be comedy, I didn't expect it to be a full rated R zombie movie, but I was expecting a little bit more of what I was looking for in a zombie kind of film, especially this time of the year. But at the end of the day, you know, again, it just wasn't for me. So I'm giving this film probably a 2.5 out of 5, just because, again, I love the talent involved, and there was some funny moments and some cute, charming moments with the kids. But again, it just wasn't my taste of humor, and I really didn't attach to any of the storylines, and again, the jokes were really kind of flat for me. So 2.5 out of 5 for this Hulu movie. I believe it came out in theaters a couple days ago. Let me know if you guys saw it in theaters. If you liked it better than I did, let me know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up and share this video if you haven't already. Comment below. Subscribe to our channel. Make sure you're hitting the notification bell. Stay up to date with our latest content. Got a video, 2 videos that were released earlier today with the Jungle Cruise trailer reaction, as well as El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie. So check out those reviews and those trailer reactions. Follow us on our social media accounts on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Stardust, and Letterboxd. Thank you all for watching this review, and we'll have more coming this weekend, and we'll see you on the next video.